You're our own personal Jason Mewes.
What? I'm
I
not
guess
doing all kinds of other fucking drugs.
I guess you would be the
The
Silent
hell?
Bob, and I would be Jason Mewes. You're the skinnier one, and I'm the fat one.
You're not doing a whole bunch of drugs.
It's not about that. It's on the movie. I'm not saying. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're our
gotcha.
own personal Jay, and I'm. Well, you're more like Silent Bob, and I'm Jay. Because I'm like the louder one.
Well, that's alright, because my brother's Mario, but he's the short, skinny, scrawny one. And my middle name's Luigi, and I'm the taller, chunkier one.
Well, Mario's
So like
shorter
that.
than Luigi.
Yeah,
Yep.
but he's super skinny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, new video coming out really soon, Over the Top Water War. So follow us on Twitch, subscribe over on YouTube. See ya.
What it do? Look at Brian just chewing away. He just.
You know.
Yeah.
Laura says whatever we're talking about seems funny.
What's up, Laura?
Oh shit!
It was funny
we're
because
fun-
we said
we're funnier quiet.
Funnier than
we always
saying
screw
shit.
up the intro, is what we said, and that's
Okay, so can they hear us now, Mark?
yeah.
Are we unmuted? Okay, sound is good now. Okay, so like I was saying, I know it looked like we were saying something pretty funny. I sat back and I waited for somebody to do our introduction, and just like always, nobody says anything. So finally, I introduce everybody, which I'm Mo Diggs. There's the director, Mark Morales. We got Brian
That's not entirely
here
true.
for After
Duh.
Harley.
Duh.
Angelo's
Angelo
here.
was sitting there like ranting about, "Hey, mama, how you doing?" and all this stuff like that. That was
Love
Angelo.
you.
That's when we
I
let
miss
Angelo
you.
intro.
Laura, Nikki,
I
Drew,
felt
what
like
it do?
I felt like we didn't start looking like we were saying something funny though until I started calling you guys out for blanking on the introduction. I'm pretty sure that's
My
when we all
God.
looked like we were having fun. I'm just saying. What's up, Jeff?
Listen.
So
Yep.
anyhow, we got some fun stuff that we're gonna do. We're gonna make some changes this year, and we figured we'd come on the show, get as many people to watch that you guys watch, and maybe hear these changes and give us some feedback. So Brian has a really cool idea, and I want Brian to go ahead and pitch it to you guys. You guys tell us what you think about this.
Really, like, I was not thinking.
Okay, that's why I said it. That's why I put you there,
We did that
because
shit
you're
before.
eating. I'm pretty hungry.
We
I'm
did that
watching you
shit
eat.
on purpose.
I was really hoping you'd pass me the bowl and go ahead and make your pitch, but we'll go ahead.
Have it.
I can't get it. Anyhow, so then we'll start with Mark. Mark has a pretty cool idea too. So Mark, why don't you go ahead and pitch the Hawks on what you want to happen on the show?
I just figured that at least once every couple of weeks, we do something in like a game show style. We used to do this live sometimes between Mo and a former member, Chris, where they would do Stallone versus Arnold. And so I figured if you guys wanted to be involved, we could do like some sort of Family Feud style game show. And at the end of the month, we could have a winner and they could win a gift card, you know? And it could be groups or families or however we end up wanting to do it. But I thought it'd be fun to do like a live interactive type game show.
All right.
Can we make it? Can we call the game show? Can we do it like a feud style game show, and instead of like calling it
We
that,
can call it whatever we want.
we can say, "Do Ken
Can't
get
call it
along?
whatever you-
Do Ken get along?" I mean, I feel like that's a show right there, presented by Over the Top. Do Ken get along? We got to do that, and we can get like our families,
Happy
or we can
2020,
get
man.
other people to come on in and just do just random trivia and things like that. I think that would be cool. And you know what? If we're gonna do teams again, like we did back in the day, I'm hashtag Marvel.
Marvel.
Hashtag copyrighted.
Just
you-
all Marvel.
What are you gonna, hashtag
Okay,
Marvel.
fine.
So you're
Hashtag. I'm
most of
hashtag-
You have to do
Superhero
MARVUL.
No. Wait.
I might as well
I'm
be
gonna-
Disney Plus, and then I just own all of you.
Well, that was kind of Oni.
You'll definitely be
Sure.
fucking rich.
How about this?
Marvel.
I want to be team hashtag Levram.
I don't know what that means.
Think-
but-
Think about it, guys. Levram. I want you to look at it and then turn it around.
It's Marvel backwards.
Blew your mind. Just blew everybody's mind. Nobody's got nothing to say. All right, well, fuck y'all then. No hashtag Levram. Oh, what do you guys think, huh? What do the Hawks think? You guys down for a game show?
It would be live video. You could be, I don't know, Facebook, whatever you want to do. Or you could just join in our Hangout, and we'll do it that way.
Well, you can join in the Hangout, Andrew. It doesn't have to be just through text. You can actually
Andrew.
come on the show.
Andrew.
How many people can we have on a call at one time?
Give me a second. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Apparently, King's Rule, guys. Hashtag King's Rule. Very good. Very good. Laura thinks it's a solid idea. Just saying, hashtag Team Sierra would just rip everybody in trivia. We'd be getting gift cards every 2 weeks. I'd be giving myself gift cards. Because I call Nikki. Just saying, I call Laura. That's my team, Angelo.
Right now, it's set for a maximum of 9.
So we
Might
can
not
have
10,
9
but-
people at any time.
Andrew.
Andrew wants to know how much does he get for a cameo.
What?
He wants to
He just
cameo
does-
on the show. He wants to just
He
pop in.
needs to
and
be
be
on
like,
the
"What's going
show
on?"
first in order to have a cameo.
Well, don't say that because you know what? One time Andrew did come on the show with me and co-host.
He did.
So he's
Oh,
been on.
yeah.
He's been on
He
here.
helped host one of the
Yeah.
shows when we were.
I was in a
That is
bind
true.
and he
I
helped
forgot
me
about
out,
that,
and,
yeah.
and he came on the show. We sat here and we did a sports
I
show.
apologize, Andrew. You're
Yeah,
right.
Angelo.
Sorry, sir.
That's
Sorry.
commitment, man. So okay, so that's one of the ideas for our 3rd season of Over the Top. And now let's go ahead and throw it to Brian since he's finally done eating. Why don't you let us know, Brian, what you want to pitch us in 2020? Pitch it to the Hawks. What's
So
up?
there was,
Yeah.
there was a whole bunch of ideas that I was kind of like toying around with. It's how did I word it earlier? Like it was so brilliant, and then like I can't think of how to word it.
Okay, well, base it off where you got the idea from. Whose show was it that you saw this idea from?
What's his name? Joe Rogan.
Okay, so Joe Rogan. He has
Yeah,
He has good
like-
shows.
like a circle talk podcast where we will all actually be in the same room, not in our houses, with the exception of Angelo.
Yes. and
we will
even
sit at a
Angelo.
table.
And even Angelo,
Yeah.
I have figured out how to do this. We're gonna FaceTime him on an iPad, and we're gonna put him on a stand in his own chair.
Yes. Because he has a chair at the table. And then we are going to thoroughly discuss topics, whether
Yes.
it be entertainment, current events, whatever's going on, and we will have a thorough discussion. Those won't be live, but when we air them, we will watch them with you and engage in your comments. If you have any questions about what we're saying or about what's going on or what we're talking about. So I thought that was a very cool pitch that Brian had, and Brian will have to actually put in some actual work and money to make this happen because we're going to actually be in a soundproof room. There's going to be multiple camera angles. It'll just basically whoever's talking, the camera will come to them. They'll talk. They'll make their point, the arguments, and they'll just shoot across the table depending on who's talking. And it'll be an edited product. It won't just be us shooting from the hip.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be
Andrew
like-
called us chumps of the round table. We could call it Over the Top Presents Chumps of the Round Table.
jumps to the round table. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw that name in the ring. If anybody has any other cool names for that segment, please share with us. Hopefully something better than Chumps of the Round Table.
Please,
that's what-
anything.
if that's
but
what
chumps
you
of the
want.
round table, but okay.
How about wait a second. Why don't we go Trumps of the Round Table? No? Too far? Okay, too
Crickets.
soon. Too soon. Let's just throw that.
Crickets.
We're just gonna throw that out there. We're just gonna throw it out there. What do you guys think of that segment? Do you guys think that sounds like a solid idea? Solid plan?
Like,
I like-
well, it's definitely gonna be a work in progress, and it's definitely gonna be something to build towards. So it might be a little bit before we get there, but I think we'll be all right.
I think so too. We'll see if we get some comments from that. Since it's 2020 now, it's Happy New Year. We want to set some goals. Laura thinks it's a solid idea. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate. I hope you're being honest with me and not just being supportive. Nikki says she likes that idea too. So like I was saying, since it's 2020, it's a brand new year. Everybody, replenishing themselves, setting new goals, setting new bars for themselves for this upcoming year to better ourselves so that we can grow. I challenged my team here. What I would love to see happen is if we double up our followers by the end of the year. If we double up on all our platforms. I know YouTube, we have 122 followers. On Facebook, I think it's like 111 or 112, something like that.
Yep.
And on Twitch, we are at, what is it, Mark? Thank you, Laura. I appreciate your honesty.
We're around.
You know what? I think that every time that we reach 100 people,
23 on Twitch. I would like to see it doubled across the board. That is a goal for me. I would love to see that happen for us. So I need your help, Pox. I need you to tell friends about us. I need you to tell anybody that you can about the show. I would greatly appreciate it. Please. It's still an interactive podcast. We're still going to have live podcasts. When we air something that's edited, we are going to be there with you. We are going to engage you guys. So it's still live interaction with us. And we need your help. We need your help. We're coming up with some strategies on how to do it ourselves as well. Pushing the content, maybe making some announcements during the week and kind of pushing up. Brian loves posting on Facebook random, pretty cool things that make you think about how you're going about your day. And they're actually pretty interesting, and we would just love to grow with you, and we hope that it does. Mr. Torres approves. Thank you, Mr. Torres. I appreciate that. So, Angelo, what were you talking about?
All right. So, I'm thinking that if we can reach, all together, how many followers do we have all together? Like, across the board, total.
I think it's like 250 total, something like that.
Mark, where are you at on this?
He just told you it's 250. That we just discussed the numbers.
All right. So if we can reach, let's say, if we can reach 500 followers, all right, just double it up all together, 500 followers. All right. I will get with Mark, and he'll give me all the names, and I'll pick random, let's say 3 people. All right. And these 3 random people will get random value gift cards. And it wouldn't be just like gift card to like Amazon or anything specific. There'll be gift cards that you could use like anywhere, like a debit card. Online or at a gas station, wherever.
We might actually get a gift card out sooner. And all we'll ask you guys is to share it, to enter, and have your friends share it, and everybody who follows along with the social media and shares it has a chance to enter to win. And we could have 2 to 3 winners, depending on like how big of the gift cards you guys want to do. And we could do something like that so it can kind of grow the audience a bit. I think that would work. A mixture between what he's saying and everything like that. And then if he wants to do something as a goal, that's cool. As a goal, when we reach that goal, then he's going to pick 2 or 3. That's pretty awesome, I think.
How about instead of picking 2 or 3, whichever Hawk gets the most people to follow.
Oh, yeah.
The top
how would
3.
We know? How would we know?
They have to tell us who joined, because we can see who joins, and they have to tell us that they recommended. That person has to confirm that they were recommended. And then the top 3 with the most supporters will get gift cards.
All right.
That's a good idea. I
All
like
right.
that.
So I'm
could-
saying that
we
at
could give him a bit-
500, at 500 is gonna be my personal thing.
Okay.
So
Well, we could give Angelos could be gifted to the best, and then we could just have people share and see how far it grows.
Very
10
nice.
friends is a lot. And
So
10 friends
if
is
you
a lot.
guys want to
'Cause
jump
10
on
friends could
the
have 10
500,
friends, and that's that's 100 right there.
And like four of them are us.
Yeah,
so
I have 10 friends.
so okay, so we're gonna give gift cards to the top 3 Hawks who get the most subscribers. Not only that, but when we hit 500, I'm gonna send out 3 random valued prepaid cards to Hawks. And then what else we got? And then you're saying something about a lower one. What when we get to like 300 or 350,
I'm just
we'll
saying
send out one random one to a Hawk.
we could do what you're saying about when we hit the goal, and then the goal should be gifted to the top people, I think.
Now,
And then
Now-
we could do one for the incentive to come and follow and join with us. We could do one for that. A winner for randomly sharing to friends and family. So who if you follow us on all our social media and subscribe on all our social media, those are entries. And with those
yes,
entries,
you have to do that in
you get a
order
chance to win a gift card.
receive anything.
you don't have to even be the top one. And then the top one, Angelo, is going to give to the top 3.
Now, for the people who are entering for the most subscribers, are we going to do that like a quarterly thing, a half mark, or like an annual thing? Like, are we going to gift that every 3 months, or every 6 months, or once a year for
That's
top
the thing.
subscribers?
We could do a goal thing, and then we could do a thing for following and subscribing.
Absolutely. I don't know. Every quarter sounds pretty fair. Every
Every 3
quarter,
months.
you guys get some. That's a little more than just waiting for a year and putting in work for a year. Every 3 months, that can work. What do you guys think about that? Does that sound like a good plan? You guys down for that? Hear crickets.
Obviously, I'm down for it, but it's like,
It's like
March
what?
Right.
It means like free stuff for you guys, so I don't know why you
I
want
mean,
that
we-
down, but okay.
You guys don't like free stuff? Just talk a little bit about the show with your friends. You guys don't like free stuff? Hell, and Andrew, you don't only got to get your friends to follow. You can talk to the person at the gas station. Andrew wants us to get back to the show. And this is some kind of meeting type thing.
You're right. You're right,
You know
Andrew.
what?
You're right.
You're
You're right.
absolutely right.
Laura feels like it seems fair. All right. Well, Andrew, then what do you want to talk about? What do you want to
Yeah,
talk about,
Andrew.
Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew.
Do you want to talk about how they're
What do you
talking
wanna talk
about
about,
Keanu
Andrew?
Reeves being Wolverine in the MCU?
Shut up.
Yeah, that's a terrible choice. I really hope that's just a
really
rumor.
bad.
I really hope that's just a rumor. Not that I'm not a Keanu Reeves fan.
What
I
if
just
we
don't-
see Keanu Reeves on a big screen with some chops, bro? Like,
No, I just don't
I-
see him capturing that role. I just
He's
don't.
gonna look like Ace Ventura with some fucking 70s chops.
Bruh, you know who I think will make a ooh. Andrew wants to know how hot it is in Florida.
Hotter than
Fuck
hell.
you. Fuck you, Andrew.
Hotter than hell.
Fuck you. Fucking troll.
Why are you giving him what he wants? That's what he wants. That's how he wants
Because
it.
the audience wants the interaction. Just-
Right. Huge fuck you to Andrew. There you go. I think I want to know what Brian thinks about this. You know who I think would be a good Wolverine, Brian?
Who?
Taron Egerton.
I agree with that. I can agree with that. Like
Right?
a younger Wolverine. Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I think he can capture the intensity. I really think he can.
I think he can too. Like I don't know, Keanu
No,
Reeves. Like
that's already been washed. Daniel Radcliffe is not going to be Wolverine. That's already been washed.
yeah,
It's
no,
30
that
degrees.
would be another weird one. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like Keanu Reeves, like he's good at a lot of what he does.
I'm in your walk-in freezer.
I feel like he would be a little bit too monotonous for the role of Wolverine. I just think he doesn't have that like angry energy.
He's too serene. Like even as John
Yeah.
Wick, the most badass assassin, like he never breaks. His face just
Yeah.
never breaks. Like there's no.
But that's what I'm
emotion.
saying. Like he's
No.
very monotonous. Like he's
Oh.
too at peace to be like the embodiment of fucking absolute chaos that Wolverine is.
Here,
I
Terminator.
don't know. Wolverine's pretty content.
What?
What are you talking about? Did you not see like
Any
well, if you don't
Wolverine
get
movie?
fucked with,
where
he's good.
yeah, like really any Wolverine where he just loses his shit and fucks everybody up?
Just
Like
any
'Cause he's
any
getting
movie
fucked
with
with.
Wolverine in it. He's always getting fucked with.
Well, if you don't get fucked with, he's pretty content.
Then nobody's gonna want to watch that.
the thing is, okay, we've seen what Keanu Reeves getting fucked with looks like in The Matrix, and he's still not break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in John Wick, another one, he got fucked with. They fucking butchered his dog and beat the shit out of him. And what
Yeah.
happened? I'm angry, but I'm gonna do this my way.
Oh,
Here's
I
some
think
coins.
he doesn't.
Oh, here's
he doesn't.
Pickle Pickle.
Yeah, he doesn't obviously follow along with what is Wolverine, but I think he's just acting a character. I think he could do some versatile things. He's
Oh.
becoming a more and more versatile character. But do I think you do good at Wolverine?
You're a versatile character.
I just don't think it works. But I don't think he can't do it. But I
Yeah,
don't think it
I
works.
don't know.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't
a
really-
silly
I just think
rumor.
the appearance of it is just going to be goofy. Like I said, it's going to look like an Ace Ventura with 70s chops.
yeah, he ain't gonna look right.
Oops.
Another thing that I did today, I actually texted Brian this earlier because Brian is as big, if not a bigger, Joker fan than I am. Out of nostalgia, I just decided last night to start watching Tim Burton's Batman, which is the Michael
Yes.
Keaton Batman, and
Which
I finished it today, and I just couldn't believe it. The similarity in the interactions between Batman and Joker compared to Dark Knight were scary. Like they had the standoff scene where he's like standing there and Batman's coming to him in his plane, and Dark Knight it's the motorcycle and the Joker doesn't break. They had the scene where the girl figures out who Batman really is and she knows, and the Joker's coming after her to hurt her. The only difference is Dark Knight, he actually kills the woman, and in this one he doesn't.
Yep.
The Joker calling Batman out to reveal himself. The same thing in both movies.
Yep.
Jack Nicholson kills off Grissom, who's like the head gangster. Heath Ledger kills off the mafia guy and pretty much puts all the mafia in their place. Just the story was the same, just with little differences. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me! There's a formula to the Joker." And then all the dancing that Jack Nicholson does in the movie made me think Joaquin Phoenix mashed up Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger Joker. That's what he did.
He
Actually,
really did. He really did. Like the thing with the Joker, the thing with Heath Ledger's Joker is he
Bad Boys is not gonna tank, fool. Bad Boys for life. Fucking Mike
Yeah, I mean,
Lowry.
going with your train of thought, like that's the thing. Like Heath Ledger himself admitted that he did take a lot of inspiration from Jack. You know, like Jack Nicholson was the first successful Joker, I should say, because Joker as himself, when Cesar Romero was the Joker in the Adam West series,
It was a joke.
that character was very underdeveloped at that point.
Right.
So like they just kind of like threw him in as this like random clown-faced mafioso that hung around with the Sinister Six.
Right.
So basically, like what Jack Nicholson did for the Joker was he set the wheels in motion to make him this actual arch nemesis of Batman, like the complete polar opposite. What Heath Ledger did that was different from Jack Nicholson's Joker was he pushed the boundaries, like on the comic book, where all he wanted was for Batman to kill him. That's all he wanted. That's like his drive, his main drive. And that was the one difference, the one thing that Heath Ledger added to the Joker to make him that anarchistic, like, chaos Joker. So I think that's the difference that a lot of people saw with Heath Ledger's Joker, that everybody was just like, oh my God, he's amazing. So,
Right.
I mean,
A lot
you
of
can definitely see it, like, the one Joker that didn't really follow the movie formula was unfortunately Jared Leto's. I did like it, but it's saying because I'm a huge Bat Metal, and I would have liked to see Jared Leto kind of play the Bat Who Smiles. I think that was the role that he was better suited for. I just feel like his part was written pretty poorly, and he kind of took it in the direction that the movie wasn't going.
Holy shit.
Well,
What's
sir.
up?
Bad Boys / Terminator / Rocky / Joker - all need to go the way of Old Yeller. Laughing face emoji # PRG. Andrew,
That would make a good Purge movie.
It would
Put
be.
the Bad Boys with the Terminator and Rocky and Joker all in the Purge movie, and like a battle for all. Who could kill?
It
That's
sounds
like
like the plot for. It sounds like the plot for how it should have ended.
well, that's your opinion, Andrew. It's not right. it's not right at all.
It's a good one.
I'm just saying. But
Hey, Pixel.
yeah, bro, Joker's amazing.
Those are movies
Hey,
he wants
Pixel.
to go away, Pixel, and we disagree.
Yeah, he wants them all to go away because he's just being a troll. That's what he's doing. He's just being a troll. So thank you for watching, Pixel. We appreciate you. So yeah, so I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. Jared Leto's Joker, because I know you mentioned that you rather see him be the Bat that smiles. That's the Robin or the little Batman that turns into the Joker. Am I understanding that correctly? That's the third one that turns into the Joker because there's 3 of them. I mean,
Not
technically there's
quite.
5.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, but the one is the one where the Joker picks up the mantle of Batman, and he's like pure fucking
Okay.
evil.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay. But isn't Jared Leto's Joker, what's the guy's name? Jason Todd? Not Jason Todd. Damian Wayne.
No, well, I mean, I don't know, like, because the way that they did Suicide Squad and they completely butchered Jared Leto's, delivery, what it made it sound like was that it was building up to be, the Joker had killed Jason Todd, and in the comics, I think Tim Drake was the one that took after.
Tim Drake, that's his name.
Yeah. So basically, like, I don't know, like, I would have preferred it to be like, in the comic book where the Joker killed Jason Todd, but in reality he didn't kill Jason Todd. He just threw him in the pit, in the Lazarus pit, and brought him back as like the new version of the Joker because he was getting old. That's what I would have preferred. But I mean,
Right.
with Jared Leto not coming back, I don't think we're gonna see that.
Jared Leto's Joker is not going to be in Birds of Prey.
Not to my knowledge. I think they scrapped him altogether.
Wow. That character didn't have enough time.
It really didn't. It really
I think
didn't.
they screwed up how they went and did the final edit of it. It became a Deadshot Harley Quinn movie, then it became more of like.
That's what it was. 100%. Apparently, DC Titans is pretty good.
DC Titans is freaking amazing, but they need to get their head out of their ass and stop canceling all the extended universe shows that they had. They already canceled Swamp Thing, which I know you said you didn't like it, but you didn't see
Sorry.
it there.
I have no
Swamp
I have
Thing.
nothing
Swamp
wants me to go
Thing.
watch Swamp Thing. I just
Swamp
I would
Thing.
I would rather watch nothing.
Bullshit.
But yeah,
You'd rather watch the Brady Bunch than Swamp Thing.
Probably. I would rather sit through a Brady Bunch episode than watch Swamp Thing. But you know what? You know what? I'm gonna watch Swamp Thing just for you, buddy. I'm gonna watch it
all right.
just for you.
Watched you go there and it's not on anymore.
Pixel Me Cleary says it's rare that she wouldn't want the movie/show to align with the comic book better.
In
Are you
terms
talking?
of,
Are you talking about Suicide Squad?
I think most
Or-
people. I think she's saying kind of the opposite. She don't want it to align with the comic books that much better.
She
So
wants to
most
see
people
something
would
different.
say they would want it to be more comic book like.
Right. Well, I mean, like a lot of people hated on Suicide Squad, but I thought it was an okay movie. Like I enjoyed watching it. I thought the soundtrack was amazing, and I wasn't that unimpressed with Jared Leto's Joker. Like I said, there wasn't enough Joker for me to have an opinion about the character. He was in the movie like a total of 12 minutes. Broke
less
out
than that in the actual cut.
throughout the movie. So, I mean, I'm talking about most comic book movies and shows should align. Okay, I see what you're saying now, Pixel. I agree with that. I mean, one of the things that I have a problem with the DC Titan show is that Beast Boy's not green.
Actually, I will say this: he is.
When he's Beast,
When he's Beast, but also like the way that they did it is, if I'm not mistaken, like if I'm remembering the show correctly, because it has been a little while since I've seen season 1 when they were explaining it. He actually is green, like he's like a green like tint. But
Exactly.
the doctor that fixed him up made him look a little more human. So he like, I guess he scaled back like the green pigmentation of his skin to make him look somewhat normal.
so there's an explanation.
Yeah,
as to why.
yeah, if I'm remembering, they did kind of like
So
they did
made
kind of
up
fix
this
it up like
explanation.
and explained it.
See, I don't like
What was
that.
the point of it? To like.
I don't like
make
that.
it, well, I'm gonna try to fix you up. And then, what is the point of changing?
I
it?
agree with you, Pixel, 100%.
Wait, what?
She was saying that she was saying pretty much what I said about Jared Leto's Joker. He wasn't in the movie enough for me to have an opinion. And like I know that it's a bad movie, like don't get me wrong, it's like a guilty pleasure movie. I still enjoyed it. I just think they screwed up the characters. I think they screwed up the casting. I think the plot could have been better.
I think they did. I don't think they messed up the casting so much
Of course
as
you did, Laura. Of course you did.
I don't think they messed up the casting so much as those last minute rewrites that fucked the movie over. Because the Joker was supposed to be the main villain, and then right at the end is when they were just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna rewrite it and bring in the Enchantress." Like, motherfucker, what? Who possessed y'all to do that?
to bring out Enchantress. That's one of the Phase 2 villains you should have brought out.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They should have kept the original script. The original script, like if I find it, I'll comment it or whatever. Because the original script actually had the Joker as the main villain. Because the Joker was like, with the Joker being the main villain, it was actually supposed to open up for Harley Quinn in the Birds of Prey movie, where she splits off from the Joker.
Right.
So like, I think it was just Warner Brothers wanting to get like this extended universe kicked off like as quick as possible and fucking it in the ass like horribly.
Horribly.
Yep.
It's just bad. Everything DC is doing is bad.
Yep. And then I think Andrew commented something earlier talking about the new Harley Quinn anime on the DCU.
Pixel said she didn't even get to the part of Enchantress showing up because the movie was so terrible. She just turned it off like 5 minutes into the movie. Oh, that's great. Oh, man.
But yeah, Andrew, yes, I have watched the new Harley Quinn anime on the DC Extended Universe. It's good. I like it, but she curses way too fucking much. I curse a lot, and the bitch curses more than me in that fucking show.
Just listen to what he just said. He says, she curses too fucking much. That's what he just said.
And then he called her a bitch. That was good.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I curse a lot, and she curses at least 6 times more than I do.
Wow, that's a lot of cursing, because you do curse a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
You're a cusser.
Yep.
So am I. I cuss a lot.
Sir,
but I do agree. Kaylee Cuoco does do a phenomenal job as Harley. I like it. She brings the right energy. She brings like the attitude to it, but definitely a lot of cursing.
Yeah, Pixel agrees with you. She does curse a lot. Who's Penny and why is she awesome? Penny who, Andrew? I don't know who you're talking about. Penny who? So...
Pennyhoves.
Did you guys hear that they moved up WandaVision? WandaVision's going to come out soon. I think like in June instead of next year.
I didn't hear.
Hell's WandaVision.
Oh my god. So WandaVision is going to be a Marvel show. The only way you can watch it is on Disney Plus, like The Mandalorian. And it's going to have...
Yeah, I've been watching Disney Plus. I haven't seen any like things for it.
It's not coming out till June.
Not coming out till June.
Oh my god, I'm going to punch you.
Oh my god, I'm going to punch you.
Wow.
Wow.
This fucking guy.
Anyway, go on.
Penny is Kelly from Big Bang and his voice of
No. Yeah, Penny from the Big Bang Theory. The what's the actress name? Kaylee Cuoco. That's the voice of Harley.
Oh, very cool. I do love him. He's my brother from another mother, Pixel. I would do anything for that guy. I actually might do what Stewie did in Family Guy. And I don't know if you know what I'm referring to. Stewie went to go watch the movie Bewitched. And when Will Ferrell finds out that Nicole Kidman is a witch because she tells him, he looks at her and he says, well, I'm actually a Clippers fan. So Stewie looks up at the air, like he looks up at the sky and he just kind of shakes his head no. And it shows Stewie exit the theater into a cab. The cab then drives him to an airport and he leaves the cab and walks into the airport. You see the plane take off and then land. And he walks out of the airport in Los Angeles into another cab. And then he goes to a hardware store and gets a step stool. And he drives to Will Ferrell's house. And he puts the step. Pixel already knows what I'm talking about. I love Pixel. You are great. So he puts the ladder on front of the door, climbs up the ladder, rings the doorbell, and when Will Ferrell answers the door, he punches him in the face. He says, "That's not fucking funny." I might fly to Illinois and punch Angelo in the face, and I think after I do it, like he's gonna look up at me from his back, and he's just gonna laugh his ass off, and I'm gonna walk back to the cab and fly back home. Like, and
I'll be
it'll
so mad. I'll be
like,
so mad.
like
It
that's
just flew
why,
off right away. Like, what
just
the
to punch
fuck?
you in the face.
Oh, I
Pay
gotta,
pay
oh, I
$500
gotta find the clip when
for a
you
flight ticket.
went to Angelo's house and started pounding on his door that you were the police. That was
That's
great.
whatever. If you look at our over the top page in Facebook, it's one of the featured videos on our page. It's right there in the front of the page on the top. You should check it out. It's pretty funny. He was so mad. He came through the door with a shotgun. He was so scared. He was so scared. It was great. I loved it. But that was when I could, drive through cities for my boy. And now he lives states away, so the drive's not as fast. I can't do things like that anymore.
We should literally we should take the drive up there and then like record like bits and pieces of like the video along the way and make like a 1 hour montage and then post it.
Andrew's actually thinking about going to the beach tomorrow. And I felt like he was sharing that to Angelo.
I'm pretty sure he was, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
It's
There's no beach in
it's a
Illinois.
perfect temperature of the beach of 70 degrees.
Yeah, it's like 80, 81 degrees here. It's not bad. A little cool air over the Gulf.
I
He
hate you,
hates
Mom.
us right now. He
I hate
hates us.
you, Mom.
He hates
What's
us
the
all.
temperature?
They're
over
like
there
rubbing my
in
feet. They hurt
Chi-Town,
from
bro?
being cold
Angelo,
outside.
what's the temperature over
It's fucking 30 degrees. Fuck off.
there?
Like, I'm not even
I bet-
kidding. Hold on.
I bet it's
Here's
cold
the
where
go.
Pixel is. I bet it's pretty cold where Pixel is too, so she feels
There
it.
you go. 30 degrees. Right
Good
there.
Lord. Good Lord. Not this Cuban.
Not this Cuban. Eh.
No, not this Cuban. Oh no.
It's
All
been
right,
cold
so-
everywhere. Like it's been like 40 degrees in Arizona where my family is. 40 degrees over there. It's crazy. We've been staying toasty.
Yeah, it's 30 degrees where Pixel is too, and Andrew said he heard it snows over there, but he's in Florida, so that's none of his
It snowed.
none of his
It
business.
snowed last night to this morning.
Good Lord. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. My wife is dying for us to take a vacation somewhere that it snows, and I keep telling her no.
Oh,
No.
you're gonna come up here when it snows.
They've been getting hail in the state of Washington. Huh, that sucks.
That sucks.
Hail hurts.
Yeah.
Hail does
hail.
some damage.
Yeah, man, hail
Yeah.
Could do
hurts.
some damage too. Any precipitation.
Yeah. Very good. So we talked about some ideas for 2020. We got some feedback from you guys. We talked some rumors that are going on. WandaVision's coming a year early, so we're actually going to get 2 Marvel shows this year. We're going to get WandaVision, and then we're going to get the Winter Soldier and Falcon show. So that's going to be awesome in September. Black
Yep.
Widow's coming out soon. Gotta be excited for that. That's
There's
really
a
all I have,
bunch
unless
to
somebody
be
wants to
excited
discuss
for.
something.
Well, you were brought. I just want to say something. You brought up Keanu Reeves, and he has 3 movies coming out this next year.
Oh, I believe it.
Bill and Ted. It's coming back.
John Wick 4.
John Wick 4. And The Matrix 4.
The Matrix 4.
Yeah, and The Matrix 4.
And he's also doing a cameo in the SpongeBob movie.
Sweet.
Shut the fuck
So
up.
Mo's gonna be
Yeah.
watching that for sure. Because
Shut the fuck up.
he's gotta take the kids.
Oh, I'm watching SpongeBob for me. There's a lot of adult humor in SpongeBob. You can't sleep on SpongeBob. SpongeBob knows how to entertain the kids and the
And the
parents.
adults. Yep.
Yeah. It's
It
like-
is snowing over in Chi-Town.
Did you know-
but they legalized and opened their dispensaries not too long ago, and they're making bank right now. So they're doing all
I
right.
told
Yo.
Pixel. I said once on a show. I'm sorry. I want to answer what you just said. I said I went off once on this show with a guy that hosts the show. Also, his name's Tony Blu-ray. He's a huge Matrix fan. I looked at him. I said, "Bro, Matrix The Matrix, don't get me wrong, it revolutionized cinematography. It was a big deal, and it was kind of Keanu Reeves' like big move. That's when everybody kind of started noticing Keanu. And this is what the Matrix is. The first movie is we're in the Matrix. We got to get out of the Matrix. The second movie is we're fighting the Matrix. We're going to win this war against the Matrix. And the third movie is we never left the Matrix. It's a big fuck you to the fans who were watching those three movies. And that is my personal opinion about the Matrix movie. I'm not saying they're bad movies. I'm just saying they're a big fuck you to the fans. Why do we need a fourth one? What's going to happen?
You know what it was? You know what it is? You know what it is with the part, with like the reason they're doing a part 4 is because they're trying to undo that fuck you to the fans. I have to agree with you because part 3, like, I love the Matrix trilogy, like it was great, but that third one, they want to undo that. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, oh yeah, Keanu Reeves never died. Like his ultimate sacrifice wasn't a sacrifice at all. Like he's still alive. The machine just like kept him somewhere and like they're rebooting him. Blah blah blah. Like they want to undo it, and I think that part 4 is. I feel like part 4 is gonna retcon part 3 completely, kind of like the new Terminator movie and like the last Halloween movie that just came out like a year or two ago, where it basically undid Halloween like 2, 3, 4, 5 like all the way through. So I think that's what they're trying to do with Matrix 4.
Well, they have to undo 3 because 3 just got boringly philosophical. And what Mo was saying, I disagree about the ending, which is fine. We all have different disagreements about how the movie ended. But third one was boring. And the trying to tell this long
I'm not gonna lie, I kept
story
falling asleep on it.
That just
I don't
didn't
disagree
feel
with that,
like it fit along. And so they have to do a better job with the story. If you want to tell a story, you got to do a better job. And so hopefully 4 will do a better story.
Then reboot 3.
Exactly, like
It
redo
might
3.
Why
be.
make a part 4?
It may be a reboot. Who knows?
It's not a reboot. It is a continuation of the story.
I don't know how you could continue that story, but
Neither do I, but they're going to figure out a way.
Listen, that's
what I'm saying.
They're gonna MGK that shit, all right?
And they're gonna
The Lighthouse.
They're gonna give it a big fuck you, and it'll be like, okay, here you go.
Mark, get on your computer there. What is The Lighthouse? Pixel Me Cleary says that she watched it and it was incredible.
Which one? Which Lighthouse was it?
Which Lighthouse are you watching, Pixel?
Probably the newer one, the 2019 film.
I would assume so. Who's in that movie and what's it about?
It's about a chronic masturbator.
I don't think it's about a chronic masturbator. I just watched The Long Shot. So I think that was
William Dafoe.
Okay.
Robert Patterson. Valerie.
Yeah, you said right. Yeah, I have no interest.
I saw some trailers about this and it looked really interesting. I hadn't got a chance to watch it.
Well, what's the storyline? I'm not going to just dismiss it because Twilight's in it. What's the storyline?
You're a better man than me because I'm dismissing it right now.
Well, I'm going to watch the new Batman movie even though he's in it.
I thought
the plot?
They pulled away from that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I want you to read me the plot.
All right, so Pixel just said that Robert Pattinson redeemed himself. So I will watch The Lighthouse because that's going to be the deciding factor on if I watch the new Batman or not.
Let's be honest here, Brian. You're going to watch the new Batman no matter what.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Let's be honest here.
You're 30 little bitch.
And we're going together. We are going to watch Twilight Man, fuck with the Sinister Six, because I think that's where they're going with it. Because it seems like every couple months there's a new bad guy that gets added.
Yep, I think they have the Sinister Six already.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know the Riddler's in it. I know Two-Face is in it. I know Penguin's in it. That's all I
Catwoman's in
know.
it.
Catwoman's
in it. Yep.
So that's 4.
They haven't confirmed him yet, but Joaquin Phoenix is in talks to be the Joker in that movie. I have no clue how that's going to work out.
We'll find out.
But I will say this. I can actually see a Robert Pattinson age Batman going off against like a slightly older Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Why not?
I'm saying I can.
Right.
Because the age difference in the Joker was kind of like, okay, like this might be the only shot. Is it a younger Batman a la Robert Pattinson, kind of facing off against an aging Joker, if that's the route that they want to take?
Absolutely. That totally works. So, I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead. Read the plot.
So the basic plot is that two lighthouse keepers are trying to maintain their sanity while they're on this remote island in New England in the 1890s. But it kind of plays this kind of mental game with some of the lore of the sea and everything like that, and some of the characters. So one of Brian's favorite characters, the mermaid, plays like a more realistic approach, not the friendly mermaid, but the real mermaids and how they act and everything like that.
They want to kill you.
More sirens than they are like mermaids, whatever. But a lot of that kind of sea lore, and they're drinking. They're alone. They're the only two people on that island. So you get a little. It sounds pretty interesting.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Pixel. We love real cinema here. We love real cinema.
Yeah, like I have heard of The Lighthouse now that you mention it. I saw the commercial for it not too long ago, and I was like, that might be a good movie. But then, like, I seen Robert Pattinson, and I kind of like judged it right away. So
that's the thing about once you do a specific kind of role, then that's how you're seen. You know what I mean? That's just how you're seen. You know what, Johnny? I actually said this, and I have to eat my words. When Johnny Depp was playing Captain Jack Sparrow for Pirates, I said, oh, he's peaked. He's never going to break from this role. Now, he's never going to be seen the same again. He has proven me wrong, and I think the only reason that it works out really good for him is because if you actually look at all of Johnny Depp's roles, they're all unique. They're all weird.
Yeah.
He's not really. I guess he's plot casted as a weird actor. Yeah. Like I don't know.
You know what though? Like
for sure,
he's
he is a chameleon. But you know what? Him acting normal, like Johnny Depp acting normal. Like one of my favorite psychological thrillers was The Secret Window with Johnny Depp.
Great movie.
And that one, he wasn't plotcasted as a weird character. He was just himself, and it was mind-blowing.
Well, I mean, he had some oddity to him in that movie.
Yeah, but you can always say that that's just how like him as a person is. But it was a very normal role compared to like Willy Wonka
or Edward Scissorhands or
right
Benny and June. So many different roles. He is just he can just blend in to anybody. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Sweeney Todd was good.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? It's another good one. Mm-hmm. So, all right, The Lighthouse. We gotta give this a shot. We're gonna give this a shot, Pixel. I'm gonna see if I can watch it. You sold me, and I'm a huge Willem Dafoe fan, so that'll work out pretty good.
It is the newer the one.
The newest one.
The newest one, 2019.
Very good.
I do gotta say, Willem Dafoe, like my favorite, like minor role from Willem Dafoe was FBI Agent Smecker.
Yeah, Boondock Saints, man. Love that movie. That's a great movie. Yep. I'm definitely funny guy in that movie. I know he dies, but I think I'm definitely funny guy in that movie.
Rocco.
I would be the asshole that shot my ex's cat. I would be that guy. I would be that asshole. Absolutely.
But he didn't even shoot. He just like fucking slammed down that bitch. Boom.
Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe is an amazing actor. He'd be
Yeah.
more popular if he was better looking. That's same thing goes for Steve Buscemi. If Steve Buscemi was a better looking guy, he'd be a lot bigger than what he is.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing actor. Amazing. But you know who the coolest guy in Hollywood is? And I'm not ashamed to say it. Brad Pitt is the coolest guy in Hollywood. After watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
That was great.
I left
Yo.
that theater, and Mark can confirm. I left that theater. I said, Brad Pitt is the coolest guy in Hollywood. Every role he does, he's just so cool. He's just so suave about it. Like that's the kind of dude you want to be. And it's amazing how much he has grown. Oh,
He
he's a
made-
little grizzly looking.
He made taking
Has anyone watched Ford
generic
versus
can of
Ferrari?
dog food look cool. Just like
Yeah.
heat it up and-
I wasn't a huge fan of Ford versus Ferrari though.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Like the drama was good. I just feel like I don't know, like I feel like they just put in too little of an effort in the movie itself.
I can see that.
Really?
Like
I
like,
haven't seen it, but
I mean, just me
wanted to see it.
personally, like, I mean, I like the acting of it. I like the drama behind it. I just feel like the movie was, I don't know, like, to me, it felt like it was supposed to be like a AAA movie about their, like, this epic rivalry, and it felt more like a B-list movie to me.
I'll say it, man. I'm not scared to say it. I'm not a Matt Damon fan.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was for me. Like, him, like, his writing, like, and his, like, the way that he produces movies, like, they feel bad. Like, they just don't feel like, you know,
yeah,
these epic
I
they're
want to know the
portrayed to
name of
be.
it, Pixel. What's the name of that movie? Let me know when you remember. What's the name of that movie? She just said she just watched a Brad Pitt movie and there was like no crib. It's probably Burn After Reading because he plays an idiot.
Yeah,
He plays
yeah,
an
Burn
idiot.
After Reading.
Oh my
That
God.
movie's fucked up.
That movie's so like it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Oh, it's called Ad Astra. Angela's gonna get upset
Why?
because you said it was a good movie.
She didn't say it was
I
a
liked
bad
it.
movie. She just said it didn't have Brad Pitt's normal charisma.
No, she said it was
She
pretty
just
hard.
said she just said the movie
It
didn't work
wasn't.
at all.
It wasn't what it made it seem to be, like, at all.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Yeah,
I
She-
liked
She
it, but for
She
the
said that
experience
movie-
of what it could be,
She
But-
said that movie was pretty hard to watch. You want to know what? I'm sorry to do this to you, man. I'm gonna do it to you.
I just said it was a movie to watch for the experience. That's it.
I'm gonna do this to you.
Not that it was a good
My-
movie.
Don't feel bad about Angelo or hurting his feelings. He recommended I watch this movie, and needless to say, I watched it, and
See, what he's forgetting is that during that time, there's something going on with his life that story related to it, and
Oh, that's
he
that
didn't
what it
watch
is?
it. He didn't watch it during that time. He ended up watching it like a year and a half later.
I didn't know it was for that. My bad. I should have watched it on time. You
It's
didn't explain
okay, bro.
that.
Listen,
You
it's
didn't
all
explain
good.
that. Now I feel
It's all
bad.
good. Well, it's cool. I didn't want you to feel like that, but you
Well,
had to
now I
bring me
do.
to that level.
I did.
So,
I
there
got
you
nasty
go.
with you. You
It's
got nasty
out.
with me back.
Bam.
Now I know I hurt my boy.
Bam.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I love you, man.
I still love you.
I love you too. Pixel said, "Oh, geez, we're good, Pixel. We're not fighting." All right, man. We talked about some pretty cool topics here. I like it. I like it. Very good.
I think ultimately,
Sure.
like we were talking about earlier, what did Andrew call it?
Chumps of the round table.
Jumps to the round table.
Chumps
think
of
that's
the
gonna be
round
the-
table. We're gonna have game shows
Oh,
where you actually win a gift card. So we got some really cool stuff going on in 2020.
Yep.
Please stay tuned. Please help us. We're doing a little competition with our Hawk
Like,
fans.
subscribe, share.
Whoever
share,
can get the
share,
most
share.
people to subscribe or follow us,
Yes.
the top 3 will receive a gift
Yes.
card. So I don't know if you heard that
Yes.
earlier, Pixel.
DM the
but we'll
over
let
the
you
top
know.
page. Tag us on Twitter. Let us know who's coming on by. We'll
Yep, follow,
verify it.
like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let us
Boom.
know what's going on. If there's anything in
Boom.
specific you guys want us to talk about, please message us. Let us know so that way we can do some research on it. Maybe we can have a pretty cool conversation, find out some Easter eggs for you. And that's really all I have, man. Anybody else want to say something?
I just want to say thank you guys for coming and hanging out. A bunch of people came out today. It's pretty interesting. And a lot of good stuff coming out very soon. A lot of fun to be had. And some more interaction than just talking here. Some interaction that could win you a prize. So that's pretty cool.
Nothing like free stuff.
Amen to that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. Good night.
Peace.
Thank you, guys.